There's Twitch, there's YouTube. Let me turn this camera off for just a second. I forgot one thing. Do that, bring the camera right back on. Good morning, everybody. I'm Saganoid. This morning I'm going to be playing X4 Beta. X4 Foundations, the Beta 5 edition. And it still came up with Beta 4. This is actually Beta 5. And today I'm going to try and get a shipyard built. But first, let me make sure Ninja Chat is working on both streams. I'm doing YouTube as well as Twitch. And there's that channel. And I already know, let me one more switch here. All right, there's that switch. All right, so I've got that. Let's get the game up and running. X4 Beta. This is the 5th update. It dropped yesterday while I was online. They did not change a lot. They did some bug fixes. It's this right here. And as I do these updates, we can't go backwards. That's the thing about them. You can't go backwards. So yesterday we hit the billion credit mark. And the reason I'm keeping so much cash on hand is I did not pirate any of my blueprints. Didn't pirate any ships. Didn't steal anything. It's just to prove that you can. In X4 you don't have to play the thief.
I hope this finds you well. With your newly acquired expertise,
you don't have to be the thief.
You may now invite diplomats from friendly factions to your headquarters.
And what they're doing is they've added in some voiceovers, it sounds like. So that voiceover played since they had me before. I'm sitting, looks like I'm on my one remaining Hyperion. I can build them. And we are on guard duty at a gate in Family Gen. I should say we're still on guard duty. This defense platform of mine is very much in control of this gate. That can withstand. I've seen this configuration withstand an eye and 3 Ks at the same time. So, what that means is I have the Xenon corralled into Tharkus Cascade on this side, and then over here in Getsufuni, the Terrans are very much in charge, or if not the Terrans, then Antigone. These are all Antigone ships. So they are very much in charge over there. So this Xenon shipyard that's over here, that's contained. And then there's another shipyard and wharf over in one of these 2 sectors, depending on the seed rolls. and they are contained by me on one side. I took that out once, so I am going to take that out again. And what I want to do before I take that out is check here. So I built, this is another one of my defense stations. She's got missiles. She can replenish her missiles at will. She's got drones, so she can also hold back an eye. So between her and the Zyarth, the Zyarth can hold that gate. So I am going to move this fleet. Now I took both of these out once upon a time. So what I am going to do, those two fleets over there, I believe that's Agnes is the destroyer. Let me make sure, yeah, Agnes is the destroyer. So tell Agnes to attack that, and then Esmeralda is the carrier up there. I am going to change her behavior orders from Fires of Defeat over to here for now, because that's not a full defense station yet. I am going to take that out. So yesterday we were more concerned with getting this over 1 billion. I got the achievement, so it was over there for a little bit, and then I spent 1 million credits on something. And I am also going to have to remember to redirect Agnes as well. But for now, Agnes has a single nomad, and I am going to tell that nomad to go over here. So those two defense stations, one I built yesterday. So I'm going to build my shipyard here in Silent Witness 1, where the wharf is, and I've got a high-tech factory there as well. Before I do that, I am going to procure some more resources for my fleets. But I'm going to do that by taking this sector. So the SCA may not be too happy about it, but who cares? They have not been claiming any sectors. I don't know if they can or not. So my first build, no, let's. I want that ticker to get over 1 million or 1 billion is what I want. So let me check on some other stuff. I'll wait for that. And Argonne versus they want me to build a military base. And I can also, the way I made that 1 billion credits yesterday, and there it goes over 1 billion right there. And that's on hand. So I'm going to continue doing these quests, or trying to. So first, I'm going to build this base. Or get it started anyway. And it's going to be in Hatikva's Choice 3 again. Open the briefing, 3 defense mods, dock, pier, sensor array, and 16 turrets. To maximize, to get as close as possible to this 19 million, you want to fill all the turrets. That's why they put this max very high. So station value plus 50%. Used to be just station value. Or a fixed number, I can't remember which one, but it got to the point where people were literally counting how many turrets. Okay, you only wanted 16 turrets across 3 defense mods. So, let's figure out what's going on here. Sounded like I was in dire straits, and it's just a mining ship. Okay, so 665 are the dimensions. Hatikva's Choice 3. And I have to send a ship over there. You can't build where you haven't explored. You can fly over there, you can't build there. So I have to wait for that to get explored. That's my station. They are firing at nothing big. Those are my destroyers right there. And whatever it was is gone. So I'll apologize right off. If you're looking for first-person combat, I'm probably not going to do a lot of that because I am in mid to late game where I could start spanking the Xenon if I wanted to. But I want to build a shipyard. And while I am waiting for that to happen, I am going to head to Terran space. I've got a station right there. I've got a couple in Terran space. So I'm going to teleport right out there.
Entering system. Sol.
And the reason I haven't demolished the Xenon yet is to get these quest lines. This Radiant quest line goes away if you do away with the Xenon. So beachhead operation, gather fleet and distance system. And they're going to give me a Hokkaido for this. 598. So it's going to depend on where they want it. And here's another one. Matrix number 9. So I'm going to check because if they want it in Matrix number 9,
do not wave at the station's security.
I mean, I can't do that. Sending a fleet of capital ships into Matrix number 9, which is not what they're asking. They're just going to have me send them here. And this factory is unwelcome here, but that's okay. If Terrans want to do battle with the fallen families, fine. So let me check what kind of ships she wants. These are very specific. So it has to be a Tokyo. Only Terrans can build a Tokyo. And it has to be one Osaka, 2 Falkses, and 4 Kukris. And there'll be 4 time. the original X4 before any updates, you had to write all this stuff down. Well, you couldn't build a Tokyo then anyway. But they did do these with the other factions, these specific module builds.
Do not wave at the
2
station's
foxes,
security cameras. Distracted
2 frigates,
operators lead to
4
undetected
fighters.
crime.
And the way I accomplish that is I'm going to spend a lot of money here. Oh, and the other thing to check was the payout. I always forget that. I get so ahead of myself. You know what to do. So she's going to pay me $147 million. But am I going to spend that much? These are expensive ships. Can only be built over here in Tehran. One carrier. I loved it when they added this in. This gives the list that they gave me of what they wanted on that Tokyo. So there's 40 million already.
Security would like to remind all visitors to keep their children with them at all times.
Okay, get that one, and she also wanted in Osaka. So add that to the shopping list, and that's already 66 million. And to the wharf, buy ship, get the Falks. And also set up the kukris. So she wanted 2 Falkses and 4 kukris. And that is...
The restaurant is now open for anyone wishing to dine before departing the
confirm this
station.
order. Okay, so that's 81 million from the 147. So altogether I'll bank 60 million off of that quest. Alright, so let's get to... let's build this station. Set that to active. And it's just my basic station build. So I forgot the dimensions. What's dimensions? 6. Silly boy. 665. I'm quite farsighted. I already have a plan saved for these basic station builds, and that's it.
Do not wave at the station's security cameras. Distracted operators lead to undetected crime.
It's only going to cost me 3.5. I don't know if we'll get the whole 19 million out of it. We shall see. And get a builder. Should be one in this sector. There is not. There will do. Yeah, we have it. Come on, there we go. Okay, so I'm going to be moving this fleet next. That station, I just have to wait for it to build. That'll take about an hour. So we'll set this other one to active so that we can see where to build those ships. The kukris have already been built. I renamed these, and I'll say this several times during the stream. Because once these are in the game, they're in the game until they get destroyed in combat.
For bioweapons clearance.
So the code does not deconstruct these ships after I deliver them. And we saw that yesterday. I built a similar carrier fleet for Argon, and they promptly took it into Tharkus Cascade and started spanking a Xenon. They died, of course, but we get to see that yesterday. I should have recorded that, the demise of Suzanne. I am also going to rename the Tokyo that she had me build. Did the Foxes get built? Yes.
You are reminded that lottery tickets are available from all retail outlets in the station.
All right, what about the Tokyo and Osaka? Still being built. And then I wanted to claim the Silent Witness sectors today before I because I want resources out here. So I'm going to drop a defense station with that admin center right there. And it costs 0 because nobody has claimed the sector. And it is going to be no, not that. This is my basic defense station.
Ladies and gentlemen, station administration would like to remind you to keep children away from the airlocks.
So I'm going to confirm those changes. And so that costs me $11.5 million to build. I'm going to accept that and then find a builder. So is there one inside of witness? No. There we go. Oh, and then I have to add on to this. I should save this as the basic. So what I have been doing is start with that first and then come out. I'm using Argon components for this. Yep, just like that.
Security would like to remind all visitors to keep their belongings with them at all times.
I keep putting crosses in case I want to expand something. And I want to get things way up above the firing arcs of these discs. And I am going to put another cross right there. And then let's get a sensor array.
Incoming ship. Docking crews to stand by.
Docking crews to stand by. Let me do this real quick. So we'll put that there. And then when I did yesterday, no, we can't do that. Yeah, let's do that. No, let's not. Let's just confirm the module changes and give them the money. This should get built by itself. And that sector will turn bright green. And the reason I want to claim this sector is these resources. You can see there's a lot of ore and silicon in this sector and some ice. And then once that one's built, I am going to put another one right there.
Security
and then, yeah, another one
Distracted operators lead to undetected crime.
Alright, so did my ships get builted? The Osaka is done. Let me double check. It was 2 frigates and 4 fighters, right? Open that. Yeah. On Osaka, 2 frigates, 4 fighters. One, 2, 4, 8.
Do not wave at the station's security cameras. Distracted operators lead to undetected crime.
8. And what these guys are going to do, they're going to go over here and wage war with the fallen families. Okay. They're hideously outnumbered, but you know, these humans think they own everything. So that's probably going to be about 15 minutes for those ships to get over there. Okay, so this is a problem. No, he landed. And he is fleeing from the Ka'ak. I don't see a hive here by activity. Anywhere you're going to do mining, the Ka'ak are going to show up eventually. I can see all the parent stations because I bought the license. But they don't like you to drop advanced satellites in their sectors.
Warning.
At all.
Explosive materials
Paranid
can be hazardous.
are paranoid.
Please contact the dockmaster if you have any on board.
Okay, so I'll go visit my wharf. I've got 2 ships sitting there. The bad thing about sitting on my wharf is that ships will dock. So what I'm going to do, since I'm not going to be spending a whole lot of time in my spacesuit anymore, I'm going to turn off the marooning protection. Because if I stand on my wharf, any of my ships that dock there aren't going to want to take off without my permission. In the old days, your ship would maroon you, not just in a station, but in your spacesuit. You jump out to repair a satellite, and your ship would take right off. So we don't need that. And so I want to also continue increasing my income generation, my passive income. I've got a lot of these factories. I've got one.
We would like to remind visitors that dropping litter anywhere other
Let's
than
visit this guy.
Station carries an automatic 500 credit
and
fine.
So what's he's making? He's refining stuff and making quantum tubes. So I'm going to want to start making more money here in this Paranid sector by selling something that they need. All right, they're not buying the stuff here in large quantities. So what do they need? I go back into the map and I turn these off. And silicon, they're buying silicon ore. They want medicals. They want microchips and shield components. And if we zoom out to all of these Paranid stations, you're going to see, well, I make all of this stuff, so they're buying some from me. I don't want hop. Just these
Security
Paranids.
would like to remind all visitors to keep their belongings with them at all times.
Alright, so that's one way. I'm making all of these items anyway. So that's why I put the quantum tube factory on there, was because they were buying those. But microchips, the other thing you can do is look at... So they want weapon components as well. All of the factories want weapon components. So let's start with weapon and turret and shield components. Before I do that, I am going to, not my wharf, I wanted to stop at my wharf just to visit it.
Beggars are operating on this factory. Please do not encourage these professional beggars. If you have any spare credits, please give them to a registered charity.
Yeah, professional begging is quite legal in the state of New York.
Entering system. Silent witness.
So let's add on to these factories. I'm on the wharf. That's what I was doing. Yeah, I'm inside the wharf. There are ships getting... I did not order that ship built, so I am selling ships. Probably the Argonians. You know, and this is all well and good because I'm playing at the Argonian faction, and what I've done is increase the rate at which the Argonians can produce ships and make war with the Xenon or the Zyarth or whoever they're at war with. And I'm looking out there at that ship at the logo. Oh, you fool, use the moving sidewalk. It's so much faster. The other one. Okay, so that is not my... Yeah, that is my logo. That's the bear. The guitar playing bear. Where was I going to send you? I was going to tell them to trade for someone. That's one of them. It has a full crew. So I built them and wanted to send them somewhere, and I've forgotten. So that one and Asunder as well. So let's go here. No, not the QRF. Okay, so I definitely need them there. She's bleeding miners. Didn't happen because I lost focus. Focus has always been a serious issue for this game. And Asunder. And while I am on my wharf, I am going to look at the build progress. This is under perpetual construction. I had her build 4 more whole part factories, and then we will see if, because what she uses most is whole parts. Right there, building ships, she cannot keep whole parts in stock. And so we'll see if I am producing the materials I need to keep, because these are all full. So whole parts, you need graphene and refined metal. Refined metal and graphene are staying full. And only one of, yeah, so they are staying full for now. Graphene, refined metals. So we'll see. If it doesn't have whole parts, it can't build ships. Simple as that. And it's going to be the same with a shipyard. So this factory here is also going to have to build more hull parts. Does not have a hull parts, but it is making graphene. Well, how silly of me. Okay. It's an old factory. I was going to convert that into the wharf, and it makes money for me, so I was just leaving it alone. Not making a lot of money. And I forgot all about my God Realm factory. You know, and unfortunately, this is why I don't get to spend a lot of time in first-person combat, because I am always so busy with these factories. So let's get some refined metal going here. So plan build. Let's go out this way. So I want another one of these, because if you're going to make hull parts, you need graphene. I'll copy that, then I don't have to redo the... Okay, let's do that. No, you fool. Don't do that. Do this. Do that. There. No, that will not do at all. Get to the high preset. Let's see what that does for us.
Awaiting orders.
Confirm that.
Awaiting orders.
Copy this one.
Awaiting orders.
Put that one right there. That's 2.
Awaiting orders.
Before I go much further, to accomplish all that, these are only medium containers. So I am going to drop down from right there. And the nasty thing about this builder is that no matter where you go, it automatically selects the furthest point away to snap to. Okay, so do this. See, I'm right there, and it wants to snap way off in the distance, but I got it there, and then put another cross. See, why is it? Yeah, right there. I'm right there, and then yeah, I've got enough space there. I am going to put a container. Right there.
Awaiting orders.
Awaiting orders.
And I'm just going to leave the flak on there for today. These stations have so many turrets on them when I build them that it just doesn't matter. And you can stand on them and watch them shoot at one fighter, wasting thousands of rounds. Okay, so confirm this. And I'm going to do all 3. It's a large container. See how, why is it way up here? So I gotta zoom right. Even if I zoom in, now that I've selected it, it wants to. So let's hit this. So I'm going to go over here because I am still below my solar arrays. So let's put the liquid. No, why? Why can't I see it? See how you have to zoom way out to see it? Why does it want to go way out here? Alrighty. Why? I'm going to have to make an emote for that. Why? I'm going to change all these to argon shields. And again, there's so many shields and turrets on these stations. It cannot stop at K, but the K is eventually going to be foolish enough to get too close. 1 pew pew, no problem. 200 pew pews, big problem. And then I also want to do the solid. And so the problem, when you first start building, you want to go small or medium. Because your manager tries to fill these warehouses completely. Now sure, you can go in and you can tell her or him not to fill it completely. You can tell them not to fill up completely, and they'll do that. But that's a lot more micromanagement. So confirm that. She'll build those. I have enough solar panels. I've got some 2 graphene, 2 refined metals. I am going to keep refining metal. I'm going to put 2 more of those on there. Confirm that. Do that by copy this guy. Let go. So that will not sit there. It'll sit there. Can I move this one over? Can I offset them that way? Yes. And what about you? Yes. Confirm that. Okay. And I did that because I want more hull parts. And I want to 10 of them. Eventually, we'll put you there, and then just like the other side. All right, be like that. All right, there's 3. Let go. There's 4. And there's 8. Let's just do 8 for now. This is just going to supply the wharf and shipyard. Confirm that. 23 million for that. Okay. And then let's get a builder going here. All right, where's that Tokyo? Long way to go. And how's this doing? Waiting on Claytronics. How many do you need for this? Not that many. All right, so if I look at this wharf, instead of I wanted to hit here, and this is what I mean by hundreds of pew-pews. So 315 medium flak turrets. You know, a fighter is not going to survive in here. 6 more being built. And these numbers are going to climb. And here, another 280 medium plasma turrets, and that's on my wharf. So as you add these modules in, you add turrets onto them. It's just overkill. So while I'm doing that, let me go over here. I'm losing ships and family Jin still. So I am going to move this carrier. Alright, the Pyramid factory that I was talking about. That's not one of my ships. That one's mine. Something being bought and sold there. That's one of my ships landing. That's the defensive station for a mission. Moving right along. That's just a matter of time. So what I wanted to do with the Pyramid is I do not have their habitat yet.
Entering system. Heretics End.
So spoiler alert. I'm going into the embassy. This is part of the beta. You have to do the quest to get the blueprints to build an embassy. If I talk to him, I'd like to buy a blueprint, and I'm going to build a large. So I have to have plus 20 with him to get that. So that's not going to happen. What about with you? I don't think I'm plus 20 with either of them. Good morning, Shellback. How are you today?
I was asked to drop my cargo.
Look at that glitch. It'll be interesting to see if that glitch persists into the live. I want this guy. Don't want production, I want habitat. Yeah, so I'm plus 20 with him. He'll sell me this. And then if I look in production modules, they want Maja snails and parented medical supplies. And for Maja snails, you have to feed them soja bean stuff. So confirm that. I did get this up over 1 billion credits, and I've already spent 150 million on station builds. I am going to get the shipyard. Yes, I'm down to 838 million. I'm going to get 147 when that Tokyo gets over there. So let's get Muriel off this gate because she's bleeding fighters and bombers. and I no longer need her there. So I'm going to move her to a less dangerous or less active spot. I'm going to put her on this gate. Because I don't see the xenon coming down through there yet. And the reason is right there. The Zyarth once I gave them some breathing room, the Zyarth just mushroomed. That is a carrier, a raptor. Some consider it the best carrier in the game. With a supply ship, and with 2 supply ships, all of these are probably belong to that raptor. And she is protecting that gate. So the Xenon are not coming down from this direction, and that's why they're just getting owned up here. They can also get out through here. Zyarth domain. I don't know why I'm not seeing a lot of Xenon activity here, but I am seeing this debris field. These are Argonia and the Zyarth are at war again. So I'm not going to do a lot of the diplomacy stuff because I don't want to do the spoilers on all of that stuff. The developers are dropping their own websites on how to complete these quests. It's astounding that they did this much content for free. This is a free update. 8.0 is going to be a free update, and the just sheer number of quests, all of these diplomats are going to have quests for you to get agents. So there's all of those quests, and you know, I've still got empty chairs here that I haven't filled. They're all going to have quests. There's quest lines to get the embassy. There's it was just a massive number of quests or missions in this game. That they are going to be adding on with this update. So a lot of work went into this update, and it's free. If you own the game, you get it. So own the game, and if you want all these diplomats, of course you need all of the downloadable content, except for the Hyperion. But get that too, because I think you can get everything for like in US currency, I think it's like $60-$70 now. You can get everything, and I've just spent thousands of hours on this game, so well worth the cost for me. So I am on my headquarters. Maybe back up here to the so that's my headquarters. Let's see what's going on in this sector. And what they have not done, I don't see them, but so I own this sector, and well, yes and no. You have to do the quest to get the gate, to get the base. So if you do the quest before you do anything else, then sure. you get that. Or if you start out as there's a Celia Terran scientist that you can start out with, and you start out working for Bozo Ta. You can do that startup, and then of course you get that for free. And if you don't do anything else, you get the base. But you can also build your own bases. For example, the Talati startup, you start with what is the sunflower oil base. You start off with a base, and you can build your own base. In fact, most players, including me, suggest that your first base should be an ore trading station. And so, for example, here in the Reach, ore, lots and lots of ore. But if I filter this to ore, nobody's buying ore in that sector. And your first ship captain, you don't have any seminars yet. Your first ship captain doesn't have a star. So you send him out here to mine ore. There's lots and lots of ore out there, but nobody to sell it to. And so the solution for that is you build a trading station where your pilots deliver ore to the station, and the station will have a greater range because down here ore is being purchased in Argon Prime. All right. Was that the Tokyo that was talking to me, or the Osaka? The Tokyo is on station, so we're waiting for Devka. She has a new name today.
We need to perform a transfer.
At least she's got the accent for it.
Great work.
Alright, now they want me to build a station, probably in the same sector, 686. And they want it in a different sector. So the question is now, how do I build a station in Matrix 451? I mean, the Xenon clearly owned the sector. And the answer is you don't. So you just abort that. There's no way I'm building a station in a Xenon sector. Alright, so let me hit F5 because we get paid buku dinero for that. Go do this. See who I've got there. Do this. And then probably by the time I teleport over there, she will have another quest for me anyway. What I want to do, I wanted to enhance this factory I've got right here. And make even more money. I wanted to do weapon, shield, and turret components here. So what I've done is build a refinery here. And then early on, I figured out that the God Room of the Period was out of quantum tubes. So I started pumping out quantum tubes just to sell stuff to them. And they are not buying as many as I can make. So I will make something else here, and the warehouse space is probably full. No, it is not. It's just got containers. So I'm going to start by putting some more container storage on here. Don't do that, silly boy. Yeah, I know my buildings are square. Stations are so. I'm old military. I like everything in formation. So I'm going to. Alright, let's get a little snazzier. Let's confirm that. And go back out here. And give it some more space. And I believe that's the negative x plus x. Alright, that'll give me plenty of space. Because this is too close to this arm here. I'm going to copy that arm. It is too close to those storage units. So, no, not that. Let go. Not the module. I am actually clicking my mouse button here, and it's just not responding very well. So it will snap there, just like that, and that doubles my refinery capacity. I tell you, it just did not want to go the other 15 degrees. I don't know why. And it did not double the superfluid coolant. Which I think I'm going to be fine with. So I'm going to do some major upgrades here. So let's get you. That's the wrong way. I'll put this one just to get more space in there. It doubles the spacer. All right, let's not do that. Let me get my other factories over here. I wanted, now let's go up a spacer so I can get these things to overlap. Just like that. Yeah, solid storage do you need for ore. So you buy two miners, one to mine and one to trade, where you get two guys mining and one to trade, and then the trader will actually leave the sector. Even if your station manager only has the 1 star, then their sector range becomes 1. So station managers have a greater range than pilots. I'm going to put you there. Sorry if I'm not getting to these quick enough. I just get focused on this. And then I am going to put spacers out here. Let's put 3 for now. Alright, and then I wanted to add on weapon shield and turrets for now. Then I'm going to do much more expansion after that, but let's get this build in progress. And this I am going to drop down the shipyard today. I am going to put that out. Okay, so weapon. I gotta learn to start building the other way so that these things can be spun. Don't have to be spinning. Alright, that was the station build complete. So I'm going to confirm that for now. I hit my M key for a minute and I'm back over 1 billion credits. And I need to go get another Argon quest, but let's finish this first. Where is that Tokyo? I didn't. Silly boy, you delivered it. So I put weapon components on there, give it some turrets. Shield.
Hello there. Hello.
And yeah, let's put the turret components on there as well. So that was one thing I wanted to do. And then on the other side, I am going to go across here. I think I want to see how this fits. Let me confirm that. Use their large cross. And I believe that now yeah, see their large habitat fits right there on that large cross. But then it has to have a spacer. Okay. So what I will do, if you're going to be like that, I don't know why I had to put it way down there, but it did. Not bad. 11 million. So that, and get a builder. You have to be careful here not to hire somebody they are not at war with. Here. Alright, so what have I got for quests going on here? Mission Manager, I don't have my Radiant quest going, and I'm spending money. Like I have a lot of it, I do. So, let's get Argon first. So I'm going to start the shipyard today, and then tomorrow I'm going to start reading up on the Xenon. Oh, thank you for the follow there, Bradoya. That is very greatly appreciated. Thank you, thank you. So,
Ladies and gentlemen,
sometimes you have to recycle the map to show you these Radiant quests. Assemble fleet and build military base. Accept that. And let's see what she wants. One frigate, 4 fighters. The cheapest way for me to do this, of course, is to build my own. But it's max ship value plus 50%. So let's continue on with the basic strategy of money building. 1 frigate, 4 fighters. Well, folks, I preset, max it out. It's percentage based.
Sir.
So add that. And these are Kukri fighters. Four of those. Alright, let's bebop over to Terran, get their quest. See if I jump out to Saturn, if they will change it up a little bit. I did make a video on building an ore trading station. It's really what you want to be your first station, unless you're starting Talati. Talati start with a station.
Entering system. Sol.
You give it money to buy resources, and then it starts making money for you. So I like that because there's probably nothing that's going to interfere with me out in Emperor's Pride. And what does she want built?
Attention all departing pilots.
1 frigate and
Pirates
4
have been stealing the
fighters.
sector. Be careful.
So I am going to get these other 5 on the way first.
My cargo.
Grand Exchange 4, that makes sense. Let me hit that again. Yeah, I'll say it again. What I want most for the next update is for update 9 is for EagleSoft to move their save system into the 21st century. And then, of course, everybody wants the ability to tell the Argon to stop policing everything that they don't own. Alright, so gonna start renaming these guys.
If you bring any creatures on board, please make sure they are chained. Any loose animals will be vaporized on sight.
Gotta set the other one to active. So you 5 guys. Go there.
Do not wave at the station's security cameras. Distracted operators lead to undetected crime.
So we'll repeat this order. 1 frigate, 4 fighters. And small cookie. High preset. Add the list first, and we need 4 cookies. Confirm that. Alright, so this is the new defense platform that I built at the beginning of this. And she needs a manager, and what you can also see is that I now own the sector. Building an administrative center, the gray sector takes ownership of the sector. First you have to flip it gray. Well, how do you flip it gray? Either it already started gray or you killed all of your opponent's administrative centers in that sector. So let's get her a manager from Esmeralda. She's got a lot of people.
Please check your cargo is secured before departure.
Millicent. Millicent. That's a good name.
Can I help?
I need to run around and find some seminar books. I'm running out. And once this defense station gets built, as I said, I'm going to drop another one up here. And then I will go and take the other sector away from scale plate. They won't be happy about it. But they can't do anything about it. And when I took that, there was, if there's a diplomatic complaint, you get it here. There's no diplomatic complaint.
Please contact the dockmaster if you have any on board.
Yeah. Back to the game.
I was asked to drop my cargo.
Where? Antigone Memorial. He can outrun anything that's going to chase him there, but if there's a pirate over there, the Antigone is going to catch them sooner or later. So the shipyard is going to be over here. It's got to be big. No, it doesn't, you silly boy. Big enough. So let's drop that right there.
Explosive materials can be hazardous. Please contact the dockmaster if you have any on board.
The beta is stable enough, but if you're just starting the game, if you just got it, then I would not go into beta mode. I would not load the beta because everything changes when this beta goes live to 8.0, and then you would want to start a new build. And I'm going to start a new build. When this goes live, I am absolutely going to start a new build. And there's a lot of stuff that has not been included in the beta. They haven't done any of their voiceovers in the beta. And I'm 100% certain that they've added voiceovers to the game. So I want this guy. But I don't want it there.
Dear visitors, we are experiencing some minor surges in our power grid. Please excuse any inconveniences.
Minor surges. That didn't sound good. So I'm going to put that there. And then a space. And then docks. More docks. Because this thing is going to need a lot of materials coming in and out. Okay, and that's just so that it can get materials. And then the next spacer, I love adding these spacers in. It gives me room to expand later.
Security would like to remind all visitors to keep their children with them at all times.
And I'm going to add 2 this time because I want space between my docks and my containers. So the large container I want on this side. Give it the turrets. And I'm going to do the odd even thing here again. Because this is just starting. Flak and plasma. Flak and plasma. Flak, silly. Even or plasma.
All ex-military personnel, please report to Medbay 6 for bioweapons clearance.
They both miss a lot because of tracking speed. But you've got so many of them that somebody's going to die eventually. So this is
Awaiting orders.
This is a warehouse, and it's got 16 turrets on it. So confirm that. There's container. And I am just going to use container there for now. And then I am going to come out this way. And do this. And then I'm going to go up. Gonna cross on there. And let me see how big this thing is.
Awaiting orders.
Attention all departing pilots. Pirates have been seen
So
in the
if I put that there, I don't want to snap it yet because I want to rotate it.
Awaiting orders.
And well, how much does it cost to build that? Well, if you just hover it over there,
Awaiting orders.
it's going to cost you $6 million to build that. And this is why. That's just one. If I want more than one, and this is just large, not extra large, just large. So now I am going to take and do this again. And put it right there. And that's a wharf. It's going to have to buy everything. Right now, it's going to have to buy everything it needs to build ships. So what I'm going to do is take and copy this module and put it on that side. So that's a lot of large container storage. I'm not going to refine anything at all at this station. Excuse me. Oh, that's a hydrate.
EgoSoft would like to
confirm
thank you
that.
for buying their product.
Close that. Didn't start building yet. I'm waiting for this delivery, and it's not done yet. So let me go right back there. Plan build. That's going to cost me 17 million. And then get a builder. Okay, so the shipyard is going to get built.
Awaiting orders.
All right, so now we are waiting for Tracy to show back up. And then I'm going to move the second fleet that I built. A watched pot never boils. Well, while I'm here,
We need to perform a transfer. Great work.
It seems like I'm doing good with money-wise, but I'm not. Because I cannot build any ships there. Even if that construction completed right now, I could not build ships there. 2 more steps must be completed. Oh, I was going to do this. Set to active because I've got those ships. I just need to rename them. What did I do?
Entering Mars.
You can't be there, silly guy. They have to fly all the way to Emperor's Pride up here. I fully expect to see this get rebalanced. And that's something else I was talking about. You're not going to see everything in the beta. I fully expect to see this situation here get rebalanced. Xenon are supposed to be a threat up here, and they were not. And
Requesting permission to dock.
Docking permission granted.
So between the Penernid and the Zyarth, who are not at war with each other, the Xenon just got owned up here. So that's a complete defense station. It did not take control of the sector because although you can't see it, there is another Xenon defense station somewhere in the sector. It could be 500 kilometers up above the sector where nobody can see it. Alright, so they are en route. Let me jump back to my wharf just to hang out. No, before I go there, let me go to a trading station. You can't teleport there, silly boy. What to do, what to do. But you can do this. Go to the wharf, teleport to... Thank you, autosave.
Entering system. Silent witness.
Well, these are all ships being built. Now that I have hull parts available, I can build ships for the Argonians. And sometimes you'll see ships getting built out there. So one of the early beauties of this game that totally made EVE Online jealous was your ability to do this. Walk around inside the station and then jump into a spacesuit and even fly around outside the station. I can remember when the EVE Online players coined the term ambulation, which didn't amount to much in EVE. They decided to just focus on space. Ambulation, is that a word? That's what I'm looking for right there. So if I go here, so what I'm doing is I'm low on seminars to give a kickstart to my new
Hello.
managers for stations.
Here you go.
So 2 ways to get those. No, I'm not solo, but I need this management is what I need.
Good luck out there.
So every manager on a station is unique. or every, not manager, every trader on the station is unique. And so I've got 2, 3 other docks here. So I mentioned I could not start selling ships at my shipyard yet, even if it was built, and this is why you have to have this. It gets built with your shipyard,
Sir?
but she does not come with the build, so you have to hire somebody. So first you have to hire somebody to build ships. And then these other luxury dock areas. Yeah, there are a lot of games out there. X4 was like that early on. It's very stable now. I consider it to be stable. Unless you're running a high-end NVIDIA card. I know they've had some problems with crashes to desktop with the DLSS. That's interesting. I haven't seen that bug in years. So if there's a trader's corner on another dock, it'll show you there. So you have to have that, and then I'm going to go take care of step 2 right now. And I have to do that at headquarters. Because this is where the embassy is. Once you call a diplomat to an embassy, you don't get to see the faction rep at the regular station, wherever they were. So I'm going to jump to the embassy. Okay, Mr. Argon. There he is. I wish they had given them some different outfits. They're all wearing the same suit. So you have to have blueprints. To build a ship, you have to own the blueprint. So if I go into here into this large ship, and you can see the prices of all of these. So to build a Behemoth E, you have all of these. You have to own these. And see, I've already spent 135 million on blueprints. That's why I was shooting for the billion credits yesterday. And then I will also pick up the Shuyaku, and that's 180 million. And that's just the ships. Large ships need large modules. So there's the Argon Behemoth main battery right there. That's the weapons. And you have to go right down through all of these. The large beam turret, because you may not be buying this, but somebody else will. The large mining and the large pulse turret. Get those. And now you are seeing why people like to pirate blueprints. You can't pirate a lot of this stuff anyway. Shield generators. Get the... get them all. I don't have the extra large ship bay yet, so I'm not going to do that quite yet. Engines, you need large engines. I don't need the XL yet, so engines, thrusters. Missiles, I think I've already got all the missiles. Got all the ammo. I've got all the drones. Consumables, I've got all of those. And countermeasures, I've got those. Okay, so this is why I wanted to bank 1 billion credits yesterday. That right there. 300 million for blueprints. Now what that does is allow me to build Argon ships at my station. Well, what if I wanted to mix and match? So there's Antigone. What about Sagaris? What if I wanted to build their ships? Well, I don't own their blueprints. So if I look at ships here, for 118 million for the blueprint, I could build Osaka's. Simple as that. But let's stick with Argon for now and get that will get that station. Once I hire a manager, a 3060 Ti, which is what I'm running. What do you mean to support the game? Once you buy the game, it's yours. Yeah, I'm running this on a 3060, and I'm also streaming at the same time. Oh, in-game costs? It depends on what you want to do. You're going to start out, and you're going to be happy to make 1 million credits in one session. But then you're going to want to make 10 million. And you saw yesterday I made 600 million yesterday. Not including what I spent. Including what I spent, I probably made 700 million yesterday. And that was staying focused on all of those quests. All of those, I keep calling them quests, they're missions in this game. What is this? Look at the cock. Everywhere. Well, that's watchful gaze, that's why. Let's let them duke it out with the Yaqui and the Xenon over there. So I guess to answer the question, it's going to be how quickly do you want to turn around these large fleets? The amount you need to build a ship decreases as the game ages. For instance, this behemoth here, if I look here, this behemoth, if you loaded it up to Vanguard, you hit high preset. If you go in there your first week and hit that button, that's going to say 50 million there, not 13. So how many behemoths or destroyers of any kind? And it's not just true there. If I went down here to over here to the Talati Wharf, or shipyard. If I wanted to buy one there, I don't think I can there. Now you were going to spend 50 million here too, and now the base cost is 40 million, and I can't put a load on it because I can't buy it. But I can for the Talati shipyard, which is so if you want to be able to lose, say, 10 destroyers a day, then you need to keep 100 million in the bank. If I look here, see, this is only 13 million. So if I wanted to be able to throw away 10 of those a day, then I would want to be able to make 130 million a day that I could recycle those. And it also depends on what mod you're running. So how is this going? So he has started building the pier. So that will start this session. You will see that up and running. If I look here, she needs all of this stuff to build ships. So as soon as she has some warehouse space, she will start buying parts. As soon as I give her money, she will start buying parts. Now for this build, I went through and I built heavy factories. So like my wharf here. I'm killing time. Why am I killing time? Waiting for this. Did I build those? Why don't I stop talking and play the damn game? Yeah, they're on the way. So they'll get there on their own. And what I can do is get this going. Argon versus Xenon. It's going to be right there. Same sector. Six, 4, 5, 3, 1, 1, 1. Nope. There. Create that. Drop that.
Awaiting orders.
Awaiting orders.
Awaiting
So
orders.
now it's hauling time. Just passing time, waiting for the folks to get there. Let's go.
Entering system. Silent witness.
So is that one of my ships? It is.
Awaiting orders.
We are waiting for So it's interesting, this trader here you don't have to hire. Whenever you build the dock, you get a trader. But for fabrication bays, you don't get a trader. Or a ship seller, ship trader. No, be patient, Jim. Be patient. I'm waiting for this fighter to, or the Fox to show up at its delivery point. That's not my ship.
We need to perform a transfer. Great work.
Thank you, autosave. What I'm thinking about, I'm going to pop this out so I can see it. I don't have a third monitor. I need one. That's obviously not my ship. Alright, well, we did that transfer. What else did she want? She didn't want anything else. I did that. So let me go get another quest. When I have to keep making money, because I do want to build the Talati ships at my shipyard. Talati have great shields. Paraded have great engines. Okay, my shipyard needs a manager. Now, since this is you own the station, if you have habitats on here, if you walk around and see somebody standing around, you can absolutely hire them. But it's free because this is my station. These people all work for me. Or like I've done before, you can.
Can I help? Confirmed.
Alright, I was going to transfer out to Asteroid Belt. No, before I do that, finish the job, silly.
We would like to remind visitors that dropping litter anywhere other than an approved recycling station carries an automatic 500 credit fine.
I want to do this. And this is the one I just hired.
Can I help?
With her green hair. So I need to find some management seminars.
Over and out.
So let me go out to Asteroid Belt.
Entering system. Sol.
So one of the cheats in the
Hello
game
there. Can I help?
is that show me your wares.
Here you go.
So I want management. She doesn't have any. If she doesn't have what you want,
Good luck out there.
you leave the sector, you come back in, her inventory will be different. Refreshed. So she doesn't have enough of what you want. Before I do that, let me check here. And then family to occur. Gather fleet. Let's accept that and see where she wants the fleet first. And see, she wants the fleet. Okay, so the fleet is not going to survive flying to that point. So I'm going to leave the sector and come back. Didn't see this happen yesterday, but it does happen. Heretics End, headquarters, teleport to...
Entering system. Heretics End.
And let's go to this trader's corner. So I'll check all 4 of these.
Can I help?
Show
Here
me
you
your
go.
wares. So there's the basic management that I need. And I'll get the 1-star management. Confirm that.
Good luck out there.
Goodbye. And there's a bug as well. No, there it is, number 2. So let's go to number 3. Nope, they fixed it. So every trader has a unique inventory.
Here you go.
And if you leave the sector and come back, it will be refreshed. And that was 2 and 3.
Good luck out there.
Let's go to number 4.
Hello there. Can I help? Here you go.
Zero of those. We'll get that one.
Good luck out there.
Check the last one. It was number 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We didn't do 1.
Can I help? Here you go.
I'll confirm that.
Good luck out there.
Bye. Let's go back to Asteroid Belt.
Entering system. Sol.
Can I help? Here you
Show
go.
me your wares. Okay, so see now he has the 1-star crew for management, but I've got enough of those. I want basic seminar. So while I'm thinking about it, let me talk to Aaron. No, not that way, this way. Elin.
Good luck out there.
Silly. Just silly.
Can I help?
Management. And the other way to get these seminars is for missions. So I go here, see if the missions have refreshed yet. She hasn't refreshed them yet. There we go. So like in this medium mission here, Matrix Show of Strength. So a lot of times this is 3 parts. So I open briefing. So a paint mod there for recruiting pilots. You get a paint mod and another paint mod. So there you see a 1-star group piloting. That's how the other way you get these seminars. So I don't want that one. Oh, here's Emperor's Pride again. That will work. That will work. I'm going to build a station for her. 7 modules. 7 modules. 1 with 2 piers. Just 1 dock, but 2 piers. And 28 of those have to be missile turrets. But before we do that Mother Nature's calling me really loudly. So I'm going to take care of that while we stand idly in the station here. I will be right back. All right. It is good. So 686 up in Emperor's Pride. So all of these Terran stations I built. And what did she want? It was 7. So 7 defense modules, 1 dock, 2 piers, 1 wide area sensor array, 40 normal turrets, 28 missile turrets. Can't do easy, but she wants 2 piers. I have to remember to put a pier on the far end. Doesn't matter where. We get the first 3. There's the base. I'm going to put 4 bridges out here. Each one has to have at least 7 missile turrets, so let's do that. Dumbfires work. That's 6, and if we do 8, 4 times 8 is 32. There we go. Confirm that. And the second pier. That's all she wrote. Confirm that. 6.6. Accept. And find a builder. And how much was that going to pay? $36 million, maybe. Alright. What to do? Oh, the other quest line. I'm just waiting for that. They did finally fix that ticker. It was always constantly scrolling. Let me go to the Animasura. Thank you, autosave.
Entering system. Yanamus Zura.
So this station, this type of station, and this is an Easter egg to me. This is a nod to the original Elite, the original floppy disk game, especially the interior here. So, Trader's Corners. Only 3 here? Yep. So let's start with number 3.
Hello, can
I
I
am
help?
still looking for...
Here you go.
management seminars.
Good profit to you.
Let's go to number 5.
Can I help? Here you go. Good profit to you.
And I'll check number 6. Oh, I just lost a Hyperion. Why?
Can I help? Here you go. Good profit to you.
Oh, no. Oh, that would be why. So, Roxanne, attack that. So I haven't been able to test it yet, but in theory, what has also been changed here is that I'm going to test it right here to see if it works. I want this Muriel to fly over here and wait. I removed that attack core that she had out there. And if I do that, what does she do? And I want to watch her. And what I'm looking for is a recall fleet order. Because the bug was that when a carrier recalled a fleet, it would get stuck waiting for the drones to load. Well, the drones couldn't load because all of the light or small fighters and medium fighters were sitting on the small docks. So it would be stuck. But if that's there, then that means I'm going to have to do something about this other gate over there.
I was asked to drop my cargo.
Entering system. Family Zin.
Awaiting orders.
There's the new war bubbles around those ships over there.
You don't do much damage. Oh, you want some more?
Let's see if this is a Super K. It's right there.
Split make you pay. Oh, you want some more?
K.
It is not one of the Super Ks. Boom.
That shot not bother split.
So that came from here. That K came from up here. Yeah, once I get this shipyard built, I'm going to have to just start wiping them out. Let's see if what this guy needs to build Hyperions. All parts and weapon components. All on time, that's what I'm doing. Waiting.
Have you actually flown a real ship before?
And this is how the seated drive was born. That is now a research item. The time compression that lets you build a seated drive. You have to install it on a ship. And then pilot that ship and
Requesting immediate backup.
You're in trouble now. You're gonna die. You'll wish you hadn't done that. No way you win this one.
Requesting immediate backup.
Good spice.
Still a little bit of smoky out there. I'm in upstate New York, and we got hit very heavily by the smoke from the Canadian wildfires. Let me do this real quick. Refresh this button. The past few days, I just have not wanted to go outside. It's bright and sunny as far as sunshine goes, but you can tell there's a haze out there from the smoke, and you can smell it. So while I'm thinking about it, this guy is probably going to need Claytronics. So plan build 1724. So let me see if I can get those. To drill somewhere. Oh, that's what I need to do. I need to build more miners for that other station. Let's see here. Large trader. That's enough. I can't read my own writing. Teleport to you. Since I'm doing so much waiting
Entering
around.
System. Holy vision.
Let me jump into this guy. Because there's one other Xenon sphere of influence that I want to check on. And that's down in here. I'm not seeing anything red down here. These two sectors start out as xenon on both of these, and these as well. And it looks like yeah, I want to go check on that.
Autopilot engaged.
To see if that hive, there's a Kaak hive in there. We don't have a lot of oak trees. It's predominantly maple They tried seeding some ash trees in here, and they did grow big, but so did the ash beetles. So now in New York, it is unlawful to transport firewood more than 50 miles. That's right. It is illegal in New York to transport firewood more than 50 miles. And they had hoped that would control the spread of ash beetles, and it did not. The ash trees are still all dying.
Entering system. True sight.
Oh dear. I've been sleeping. Look at that. This is owned by Antigone. Because the Holy Order of the Pontifex starts out at war with Antigone. The Holy Order of the Pontifex got owned by Antigone. So I expect to see some rebalancing there. Oh, look at this.
Entering system. Frontier edge.
I've been just sleeping on the job. Yeah, I'm going to have to get a QRF over to Quick Reaction Force over here. Entering system.
War belt.
This guy's going to die, and this is how you lose. This is how I'm losing drills, and because this, if I look at him, so this pilot has, I mean, look, 2 2/3 stars, which is not 3. So he runs away from these guys for like 10 seconds, and then he stops to see if he's still being chased. He outran them.
System. Sanctum verge.
So they're going to catch up, and
disengage.
He is going to keep going further and further away. So this ship, I am going to teleport to him. This is just so foolish. I am in the mid-game. This upsets me so much. What are you doing, bozo? So, you know, 2 possible options. Run away to safety or pick a random direction and run. So there's like, when they have 1 or no stars, there's like a 95% probability that they're going to pick a random direction and fly that way for as fast as they can for like 10-15 seconds and then stop and wait. And the other thing is flee towards safety, which means dock at a station or duck through a gate. Once you get up to 2 stars, there's still like a 90-95% chance that that pilot is going to pick a random direction and run away. Now I get it. This fighter is going to catch up to me, and he is going to shoot me out of travel. So what? I mean, and look how far away from this jump gate I got. This guy was 300 kilometers away from anything. Just running away. Yeah, once you get to 3 stars, then it's like only like a 60 to 70% chance that they flee in a random direction. You know, but just dug through a gate. Dock at a non-hostile station. And early on in this playthrough, a lot of people got to see me doing this exact same thing over and over and over again. From the archive that was over in 18 billion. Yes, flee in a random direction was just coincidentally. Oh, look at this. Okay, those are asteroids. And it's the same with mining. You tell a guy to auto mine, they've got to have 3 stars before they'll try and sell their ore outside the sector. I mean, there was just this huge wall.
Entering system.
A brick wall.
End.
Where you could not, for the life of you, get miners trained.
Sir?
I mean, they want you to do the strategy part of the game and get all these free miners points. And look, even though I stood up and he's still in flee mode. Why? Yeah, I'm going to jump right back onto this Hyperion.
Entering system. Watchful gaze.
So I get to actually fly some ships today.
Entering system. Sanctum Verge. Autopilot engaged.
Because if Antigone's been that aggressive against the Xenon, then they may have been as aggressive down here.
Empty space. Autopilot disengaged. Cog defense platform.
There it is. So they did. If there was a hive here, we could see it.
Cog defense platform. Yeah, if that was attached to a hive, you would see the hive structure there. So, probably Antigonians, they took care of this. There was a huge hive down here, because I wanted to build a refinery down here. Or even just an ore trading station. It is a rich sector. I don't want to do this with one Hyperion. So they build a bunch of these and then they connect them all together. There was a structure here at one point. No. They had to put a negative to having this weapon. And really, this is a bomber. If you have enough of them and they stay moving quickly, boost, especially if they use their boost, they can just a dozen of them can annihilate a destroyer. If you have 4-star captains, of course. If you have 3-star or 2-star captains, not so much.
So I guess what I was complaining about earlier, there does not seem to be a whole lot of benefits to having a 2-star pilot over a 0-star pilot. You don't see a whole lot of benefits until you start hitting 3 stars. So that was the wall I was complaining about. And the thing is, this is actually a privateer. They call it an expeditionary class ship in this game. We called it they called them privateers back in the colonial days. So it was just a freighter that loaded on some weapons, as many weapons as they can. And for a spaceship, that means heat generation. I'm only going to do one of these. I'm not going to do all 3. There's a factory right there. I think I'll let Antigone deal with this.
Great work.
Alright, so there is the Argon station built done. I did not get the 19 million, I got 14.
Yeah. Well, I did order 2 more. They just haven't been built yet, I don't think. And that's what I'm thinking about doing. I'm not going to build more katanas. My fleet over in Boron space, I'm going to use these guys. And I need to sell the Invidium from that Hokkaido. I have 2 XL ships. Well, I have more than 2. I have 2 carriers, and I also have the supply ships are all extra large. I just have not purchased the blueprints to make that stuff yet. They flirted around with the idea of a light battle or light carrier, and that's what these expeditionary ships do. The Barbarossa and the Hyperion are both the expeditionary ships. So this Hyperion can hold 3 fighters, and when those fighters land here, they can be repaired. But they did. I think there's some mods out there to do light carriers, which are still a large capital class ship. And a lot of people like to build their own construction vessels. So you can build your own construction ships. And you can even put them out for hire. Not that they make a lot of money. The builders. You can build your own builders. Yeah, I know this is boring and tedious. I'm passing time here. It's a little more than better than twiddling my thumbs. I don't know if I can do the seated drive here. Yeah, I can. So I have the seated drive on me, so I can hit seated there. But let's not do that. Let's finish this. And all the seated drive does is accelerate time. That's it. So the game can play itself as long as you're stationary.
The rest of the game around you is alive, and the game goes into number crunching mode rather than rendering mode.
Defense platform.
There used to be a huge hive right here. And if we look at this, not that. So ore, silicon, methane. A lot of methane for having methane. So this is a good place to build hull parts. Even though it's hell and gone from everywhere. So what I am going to do, I'm going to stand up.
Sure.
So I finished the Argon quest line. I'm being promoted by Holy Roar of the Pontifex, and I'm going to set that to active. And you can see that takes me to the embassy, not over here to where their faction representative is. Thank you, autosave. Doo-doo-doo.
Entering system. Heretics End.
No, not that way, silly. Embassy. And this is what I meant by voiceover. So this is absolutely the same voice or spiel you get if you go to the faction representative. He'd be doing the same thing, but you can't hear the voice. So now he will sell me blueprints to build large Pyramid ships. Alright, so while I'm here, let's look for the Talati guy. So the fabrication bay for XL is
another 247 million. That's why I'm not building them yet. That's the only reason I'm not building it yet. But if I wanted to build his ships, I would have to buy his blueprints. See, there's all the blueprints for Talati ships. And then if I wanted to build his specific equipment, there's the blueprints for Talati specific equipment. So the Phoenix main battery is 10 million. So let's do that. It's going to drop me down a whole lot more. I'm going to go here because I want him to build the Phoenix. I'm going to buy those. Shields, okay, engines. Get all these Talati specific things out of the way. And then both my wharf and my shipyard will be able to build Talati ships. Not that one, not XL yet. Okay. Did I get his medium ships? Yeah, I might as well get all of these while I'm here. Silent Witness is now labeled as a shipyard. So is what I have to do now is go outside the docks here.
A little bit of load lag here. So thousands of employees here. Nobody's walking around. Everybody's busy working. Sure. Everybody's busy working. So let me raid Esmeralda. Here's a Suzanne. So now on this drop list, I have Ship Trader. So now, what I also need to do, go to this shipyard, and first I need to, oh look, she's already got 2 stars in management. No, that's Ellen Moore. I did those. All right, so let's do this. Yeah, I've got to do something about the Ka'ak over there. But to get this shipyard operational, I have to go into a logical overview, and she wants 35 million to start buying stuff. So let's accept that estimate. She will start purchasing stuff, and I am also going to give her 40 builder drones. This is just to kickstart it. I'm actually going to put people here. All right, let's get rid of your video. There's a million credits there. Let's see, docked ships, diplomatic shuttles only. So, there's the Hyperion. Alright, so that's operational. I did build a wharf, or a shipyard. Cost me a lot of money. More than I had to spend. This station should be done. Waiting on energy cells. Why? Still has a builder. I'll wait for that to finish. And then tomorrow I'm going to put another one there and another one there. So I have to take a lunch break. I have to sit down and eat. And so I am going to end the stream here. Let me do this. Do a hard save. That I will try to get back on in probably about an hour. I'll see how the day goes. If not, I'll be on tomorrow morning. Until then, everybody, please fly safe. Do that.